Hello! It's been 10 weeks since our last update. A lot of things has happened. We've planted new varieties. We've also had to say goodbye to some of them. Yeah.
So check out ano nangyari sa ating mga plants.
Yes.
Since our plants kept on getting eaten by the birds, Dad created this, what do you call this? A protection, a net for our nursery.
Seems like they're growing. Yung turnip, sabi namin last week, hindi siya nag-grow. Nagpakitang gilas. Ngayon, tatlo na yung... These are all the peppers that we planted 2 weeks ago. The ones that we planted last week, hindi pa rin tumutubo. Okay, then our tomatoes. One is struggling to survive.
Friend namin si Jazz asked us for plants. So I think we can give her one of the bell pepper sprouts. We'll transfer it here. Let's see kung mabuhay pa. And then, we'll give her some of our basil.
So, third week na into our composting. We have banana peels. And coffee grounds here. So far hindi naman siya mabaho. Just making sure that we continue to balance the right proportion of greens and browns. Again, ginagawa namin is 1 green, 4 browns rather. So hindi siya mabaho. Hopefully in 1 to 2 more weeks, we can start to use this compost.
So we're here at our combined nursery and in the garden. The pepper are now growing. We're gonna transplant some of the tomatoes today. Yep, from the space. Then our singkamas. Turnip. It's also there.
Yung bago natin basil.
The new basil that we planted.
Struggling. We hope it survives.
Gusto na sabihin ng ganyan.
Now that we have more spaces sa ating kindergarten, we will now transplant our pepper.
Meron kaming bagong discover bark ng bamboo. Good scoop for our nursery to our kindergarten.
Good morning! Another Sunday farming day. That's what have become our Sundays. We're here again at our nursery. And kita nyo, nakakap na kami because our hair has started to grow as well with the plants. So, ang gulo na. Today, we're gonna transplant the rest of the tomatoes because our pots have arrived. And also some of the original pepper, the first 3 pepper that we saved from the birds. So they're starting to grow as well. And then we also have, remember the last few basils that we planted, it's also starting to grow.
We're going to experiment. Some of them will be direct to the soil, some of them will be in this kind of pot. So we're clearing up. Sana mabuhay sila.
After natin ilipat yung mga graduates natin na tomatoes, we now have more spaces for our pepper. So mag-graduate na sila dito sa nursery and we'll transfer them to the pots. Another one that did not survive, which is the radish. Took over na siya ng weed. 2 weeks ago, we started planting new sets of pepper from the kitchen, but only 10 to 20% produce. So we're now clearing this up for our lettuce. Our queen camote now is really becoming a queen.
gonna cut 4 more stems today so that we can plant more camote. Hello! Today we're gonna transplant our pepper. Yeah, laki na sila. Tsaka yung last week yung tinanim nating arugula, they all grew. But yung mga lettuce, talaga, yun. So, yung mga arugula, kailangan na rin natin hanapan ng space. After 2 to 3 weeks that we've planted our basil leaves here, we're gonna transfer it now to a permanent pot. And look at our singkamas. Ang dami na niyang vine. Kailangan na siya actually malipat sa may pwede siyang macroll. Nahihirapan na siya. And it's just in this small pot. The pepper, para na siyang forest of pepper. And the arugula, mga naiwan dito. And yung mga tin-transplant natin last week na arugula, survive. Meron pa rin mga casualties from the bird. Yung mga tomatoes natin are growing. Okay, ito naapakan ko last week. So, buti nag-survive. But you can see yung mga tinanim natin dito. They're all starting to grow very fast. Tried not to put more stuff here in the past few days to see if it's getting composed. How it looks like now. Yes, it's starting to decompose. I also planted some lemons today. Tingnan natin kung mabubuhay. We successfully transferred the peppers to ground. Now our challenge is how to protect them given that the birds really like. Nilipat muna namin lahat ng baby pepper dito para masama namin yung nursery enclosure namin dito. It's planting today 2 more camote. Supposedly they are 4 but we gave 2 to our friend Jasmine. We're gonna cut some more today so that eventually they are 4 in the pot. This is the pot.
We read somewhere that banana peels are rich in potassium, phosphorus then, and they're best for tomatoes and peppers. So we ate some bananas last week, 2 days in the jug with water. Then you give it to your plants.
Buhay naman sila lahat. There were some days during the week na parang nalalanta na sila. So, good thing. And the protector protected them from the bird. Except this one, may konti siyang kagat. So, kahit malaki na yung plant, the bird still eat them. Yung una nating tinanim na pepper, na rin siya. In the last few days, we had spring onions. So, we cut the roots around 3 to 4 inches remaining. Place it in water. After 2 to 3 days, it started to grow already. And now we're transferring the earlier ones. This was the first one that we planted. And yet there's already 4 inches of new spring onions. After 2 months, we are now gonna have produce from our queen camote. So we're cooking some vegetable dish tonight. We're gonna use some of the talbos ng camote.
Yung ibang slips na may edge, we will again plant them. But the lower leaves, yung mas mature, we will eat them tonight. Morning! Ito na natira ng mga plants na nandito sa aming nursery. So ito yung first batches ng arugula na nilipat namin sa pots, and then first batch ng spring onions that we got from the kitchen. Ito din yung first batch ng lettuce. The rest minove na namin to a plot of land outside. Let's see it. we thought we did it wrong the first time. So we have a second batch. We'll show it to you next time. But ito yung first batch of lemon seeds. Very small. Germinated seed.
Ito na yung pinagkakabala namin the past few weeks. We made a small garden bed to put our bigger vegetables. So, first tenant natin yung turnip. So, the king. So, may space na siya to crawl. Then, we also put our camotes here. Mas makikita nyo dito sa second row. Ito yung arugula, but parang they're also again struggling. So, but let's give them time to adjust and see if mabubuhay sila. Belle is planting new seeds. Ano bang pinaplant mo today?